Jerry, Gary, and Terry were no ordinary cats. They were known far and wide in their neighborhood for their incredible bond and their adventurous spirits. They were the best of friends, each with a unique personality that complemented the others perfectly. Together, they formed an unbreakable trio. Jerry, the sleek black cat, was brave and always ready for an adventure. He had a knack for finding the most exciting places to explore. Garry, the strong orange tabby, might not have been the sharpest tool in the shed, but his loyalty to his friends was unmatched. He was the muscle of the group, always ready to protect his friends. Terry, the smallest of the three, was a clever gray tabby but often let his fear get the best of him. Despite his fears, his intelligence often saved the day.
We're going to Japan. I heard they have dragons there, and ancient temples filled with secrets. And we're going to find one. Imagine the stories we'll have to tell.
Dragons? Sounds fun. I'll protect you two. Nothing will stand in our way.
Dragons? But what if they're dangerous? What if we get lost? What if they breathe fire? How will we handle that?
Don't worry, Terry. We'll be fine. We've faced challenges before, and we've always come out on top.
And so, the three feline friends, with hearts full of courage and curiosity, embarked on their grand adventure. They knew that whatever lay ahead, they would face it together, as the Three Musketeers. Their journey to Japan was long and tiring. They hitched a ride on a cargo ship, hiding amongst crates of fish and sacks of rice. The ship bobbed and swayed on the vast ocean, making Terry feel sick with worry. Garry, ever the loyal friend, comforted him by sharing his fish snacks. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they reached the land of the rising sun. Japan was a whirlwind of new sights and smells. Towering pagodas reached for the sky, and cherry blossom trees painted the landscape in hues of pink and white.
Wow.
Even Terry had to admit, Japan was beautiful. They spent the next few days exploring the bustling cities and serene bamboo forests, searching high and low for any sign of dragons. They climbed Mount Fuji, its peak shrouded in mist, hoping to catch a glimpse of a majestic creature soaring through the clouds. They even visited ancient temples, asking the wise monks if they knew where to find dragons. But their search proved fruitless. Days turned into nights and still there was no sign of any dragons. The locals only laughed and shook their heads when the cats inquired about the mythical creatures.
Maybe the dragons are just a legend.
Terry sighed, feeling a mixture of disappointment and relief. On the fourth day, as they were about to give up hope, something magical happened. They were resting in a peaceful garden, surrounded by blooming lotus flowers, when a shadow fell over them. They looked up, their eyes widening in surprise. Hovering above them was a magnificent dragon. Its scales shimmered like 1,000 jewels, and its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light. The dragon was enormous, bigger than their wildest imaginations. Its wings, as wide as a ship's sails, stirred the air around them, sending a gentle breeze through the garden. Jerry's heart pounded with excitement. Gary's jaw dropped in awe, and even Terry forgot to be scared. "Greetings!" the dragon boomed, its voice deep and resonant, echoing through the valley. "I am Ryujin, guardian of this ancient and mystical land. What brings three small cats like yourselves to my home today?"
We came to Japan in search of dragons, your greatness. We've heard tales of your kind's wisdom and immense power.
Ryujin chuckled, a sound like distant thunder rolling across the sky.
But you see, little ones, dragons are very rare indeed, and we have a secret that few know.
The cats leaned closer, their curiosity piqued by the dragon's words.
Dragons are actually quite afraid of cats, believe it or not.
The three friends stared at him in disbelief, their eyes wide with shock.
Afraid of us, but why, great dragon?
Ryujin sighed deeply, his breath a warm gust that rustled the leaves around him.
It is an old fear, passed down through generations, a fear that has shaped our very existence. Legends speak of a time when cats were fierce hunters, their prowess in the wild unmatched by any other creature. Their agility and cunning were the stuff of legends, tales that have been whispered through the ages. It was said that even dragons, with all their might and power, trembled at their approach, fearing their stealth and strategy.
He lowered his head, a hint of sadness in his glowing eyes, memories of a time long past weighing heavily on his heart.
So we went into hiding, afraid of being hunted, afraid of the legends becoming reality once more. We observed the world from the shadows, only revealing ourselves to those we deem worthy, those who show kindness and understanding.
But we wouldn't hurt you, your greatness. We come in peace with respect and admiration. We only wanted to see a dragon, to learn from your wisdom, to understand the world from your perspective.
Yeah, what he said. We are here to learn and to grow.
We believe in kindness and respect, even towards those who seem different, for it is in our differences that we find strength.
Ryujin studied them for a long moment, his gaze piercing yet kind, searching for the truth in their words. Finally he smiled, a dazzling sight that lit up the garden, a smile that spoke of newfound hope and understanding.
I sense truth in your words, little ones. Your hearts are pure and your intentions noble. You have kind hearts and brave souls. Together, we can build a future where fear is a thing of the past.
And so began an unlikely friendship, one that would change their lives forever. Ryujin spent the afternoon sharing stories of his adventures and the secrets of the dragons. He spoke of ancient lands, hidden treasures, and the wisdom passed down through generations of his kind. The cats listened with rapt attention, their hearts filled with wonder. Each tale was more enchanting than the last, painting vivid pictures in their minds. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Ryujin offered them a ride home. The offer was met with excitement and a hint of nervousness.
I cannot stay hidden forever. The world needs to see that dragons are not just creatures of legend, but beings of wisdom and kindness. Your kindness has reminded me that the world is full of surprises and not all creatures are to be feared. There is beauty in the unknown and friendships to be found in the most unexpected places.
With a mighty flap of his wings, he lifted them into the air. The ground fell away beneath them, and they felt the exhilarating rush of flight. They soared through the sky, leaving Japan behind and heading towards their home in Keswick, Ontario, Canada. The journey was long, but the view was breathtaking. The wind whipped through their fur as they flew over mountains and oceans. The world spread out beneath them like a giant map. They marveled at the vastness of the earth and the beauty of its landscapes. It was an experience they would never forget, a testament to the power of courage, kindness, and the magic of believing in the impossible. Each moment in the sky was a reminder of the extraordinary journey they had embarked upon. The three cats, once ordinary, were now adventurers who had befriended a dragon, proving that even the smallest of creatures can achieve extraordinary things. Their bond with Ryujin was a symbol of hope and the endless possibilities that await those who dare to dream.